Hey everyone, this is Wade from FishfinderMounts.com, and I want to explain what Garmin has done. There's a bulletin that's been issued from Lowrance Navico where they have sued or done some kind of punitive action on Garmin because they were using a down scanning element with licensing it. So Garmin has had to change gears, from what I can tell, and they've gone from if the camera would look down here, this is actually the Garmin Striker 7 SV right here. This whole setup here with this transducer, and what's happened is this is last year's model. There was the Striker 5 DV here. This is the DV down view, and they had transducers that looked like this in those cases. With a plastic bracket. When you get this, you would actually fasten this down onto the transducer, and this has a down imaging element in it as well. And they could no longer make these anymore and sell them in North America. They may be making them and selling them in Europe, I don't know, but here in North America they're not allowed to do this anymore. So they stopped doing this, they stopped producing this, and they stopped making a Striker DV. The DV, as you see here. Now it is actually CV, like Charlie Victor here. And so they've actually changed to this style of transducer. As you can see, the different look. And the crux of it is that they've made every transducer have this metal bracket on the top. Now this metal bracket is actually, it's fairly wide, you can see here. And what we've done, we've recently changed our product to address this issue, and hopefully it'll address a lot of this anomaly or this variation with transducers in the future. You can see how wide the mounting point is here, but it's not as wide as this one here. So if you look at this one here, we'll just back up the camera for a sec here, and we'll look at the two together. And we kind of see right here that, just hold it straight like that, we can see this one here versus that one here. This spacer set is less as wide, and this was fine, this one here, but with this extra wide mounting point here, we had to actually change our transducer fork washer, and this was a little ways in the making because we had to change the mold and everything, so that now your kit's going to include, again, the mechanism that will enable you to do it this way, like you see in this version. You couldn't do that for a while. We actually had to come up with this custom bracket. Now we're going to probably keep this on our website and keep selling these for a while and see if people still want them. And I'll show you what that looks like. But essentially what I'm saying is you're going to be getting, with even the Garmin Striker 5 CV, not the DV, but the newer versions that they've got, you're going to be getting a transducer that looks like this thing here, which has this wide mounting point. And so you'll have an option. You can either go with this way, this mounting mechanism here that will be part of your package, or if you prefer, and we may change this in the future, so that's my disclaimer. For now, we plan to make it as part of the package. I think we'll keep doing that, but just in case something happens, something changes, or we change our mind for some reason, for now, it's May 2017, we're going to be doing that for a while. But this was an adapter we'd sell independently. It's a slicker looking mechanism. We'll take this apart here. I'll try to keep my hands out of the way, and we'll open this guy up, and you can see how all that works. And these are spacers. It'll come in, when you get your transducer mount, it comes in a spacer kit like this. So you'll see all the spacers that you need. You need every one of them with this long bolt to put between these brackets here, okay? And you can see what the whole pattern looks like and the whole bit. And that will be in the package. But if you want this one, you'll have to pay for this and purchase it separately if you really want this style instead. And the way this one works is it just goes in between like this. And I'll just slip it on here, and you can see we'll line up the hole, as you can see here. And we'll take the screw and we'll just put it through. And we'll take the wing nut and then just tighten that on, and that's as simple as it gets. So to do it this way, but this is a machine bracket actually. We get a CNC milling system to machine this. And then what you can do at this point is you would press this screw out. I like to use my foot on the pavement against the side of the plastic here, and it'll just pop it out like that. And then what we'll do is, you can see it mates up like this. Okay, so we'll just take this guy, this short guy, which will be in your kit as well. It comes in as part of this guy. When you buy this guy, you get this fastener here, the shorter one, and you'll see it'll just mate right together like that. What you can do is just take your wing nut and just draw it down. It'll sink in to the hexagonal trap here, and then it'll stick out further, and then you can take it and then just pop it onto here, and then take your wing nut and tighten it up. And now that's how that looks in contrast to the other position where you have these different spacers. But it does, you can buy this on a transducer mount page, this adapter, but it costs you extra. Whereas this part of the kit here in the future, coming very, very soon in the next week or two, we'll be shipping this one out. I wanted to show everybody how all of this works. This is Wade from fishfindermounts.com showing you what Garmin has done. Unfortunately, it's we don't know when manufacturers change anything. We often will hear through our customers, and we have to respond, and we try to respond as fast as we can. So this is the new solution. There'll still be the old machined attachment as I showed you here, right here, that you can still purchase off our website, or you can just use this spacer kit that will be in your transducer mount. And just to show you your transducer mount, like this is our X-Power magnetic transducer mount here, and you can see that the spacer kit's inside the package when you purchase it, right there, from fishfindermounts.com. Everything you need to mount and power your fish finder straight out of the box. Thanks for watching, everyone.